Hi everyone, I hope we're all doing really well. Today I'm going to be going through my step-by-step process of my everyday makeup routine, which is this look. But before I do, you are more than welcome to subscribe. On this channel I talk about all things self-development, so if that sounds good to you, I would love to have you here. Alright, let's go! Hi! So the first thing that I want to mention is I use my morning skincare routine as my primer. So I want to just give you a quick step-by-step of what I use. First, I use this Yule Essence toner, which is really good and I am almost running out of it. And then I am using the Sheer Butter Bar by CJ's Butter for my under eyes and for my lips, and it is so oily. I absolutely love it. And then I use the Ordinary Niacinamide, which is an essential for me. It keeps my skin really glassy and I love that glassy clean girl look. And then I actually don't use vitamin C because I'm quite allergic to vitamin C. Anytime I use vitamin C serum, I break out all over my face and I have red rashes, so I'm definitely not using vitamin C. So I am at the moment using Real Firm Micro Essence by Neogen Dermatology. You know how you first put a product on and you're like, I really know my skin has completely changed because of this product. This I feel like doesn't really do anything, so I don't know, I'm just gonna use it until it runs out. And then I ran out of my face sunscreen, but I think that this does the job really well. It is the Neutrogena Broad Spectrum 70 SPF, so I put that all over my face. And then I use the Trixera Nutrition. This is the fragrance-free face and body moisturizer, so I just use this on my face. It's really nice and thick and I love thick, creamy moisturizers for my skin. My skin is dry to combination, so I always just love as much moisture as possible. So let's get on to the makeup now that we've primed our skin. So the first thing I'm going to do is wet my beauty blender, have it nice and damp, and then use a foundation. I am using the Kat Von D Lock-It foundation in the shade Light 44 in the tone Cool, and I'm just going to use one pump on my hand like this, and then I'm going to use a really small amount because you don't really need a lot. And I'm going to tap it gently. Tappy, 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 tapioca. Burning, going down, burning, going down. This part of my skin is very super light, so I really like to use the lightest foundation for the lightest part of my skin to cater to that, because I'm really not trying to get like any orange spots. I'm not going over the same spots. I'm just dabbing once and not using too much product because I really am not trying to have a cakey skin look. So that was one layer. I'm actually going to go in and do one more just because I want more coverage today. I'm not smudging it, I'm just dabbing, tapping it in. As you will see, I'm not going to be using concealer under my eyes just because it really does crease my under eyes and I'm really not about that look, so I'm not going to do that. And then I'm using the rest of this beauty blender with basically no more product on it to just dab again and make sure everything has been set correctly. I'm not smudging it, I'm literally just dabbing, making sure it is seeping into the skin, just to make sure there is absolutely no remaining product anywhere on my face. Then I'm gonna set it with the Makeup Forever Professional Matte Velvet Skin Foundation, and I am in the shade Y225. I always go for more yellowy tints. I just find that to have more coverage for warm tone complexions and cool tone complexions. So I am using the foundation brush by Sephora. It's literally just called foundation and it looks like this. I'm not brushing, I'm literally just dabbing, and this really gives me like a blurred sort of skin look. I still have like redness here, so I'm just gonna go over that with this because I'm really not trying to use concealer. Like, For real. I really like having like a reflection glass forehead, but I find that after a couple of hours it just gets really sweaty. So what I'm gonna do is just dab the very center and leave the rest, because this is the part where my forehead gets sweaty, because there's a difference between like a sweaty forehead and like a nice, seamless, flawless, finished, glassy looking forehead. Shine bright like my forehead. And yeah, I'm really happy with it, yay! So now that I've created a blank slate, I'm going to start bronzing my face. So I am using the Hoola Benefit bronzer, the most iconic bronzer, and I am using, it's literally just called the Blush Brush by Sephora, but I use it to bronze because look at that contouring. It really works for my face, so I love that. So I'm literally just finding this bit of my ear and using a line here, so it's gonna go here like this, right? So I'm just brushing it gently, brushing it along, and what I like to do is actually go here as well, ever so slightly, you know, and then we're gonna blend this in more, put in more and then blend. I absolutely love living in America because all of the Sephora brands and even luxury brands are so much cheaper than in Australia. And then I go on the other side and do exactly the same thing. And then I do the iconic 3. So making sure that there's like a 3 going like this on my face. I'm doing the same on the other side. I go underneath my chin and do it here, so there's a contour. Contour here, there, everywhere. And then I like to put it underneath my nose as well, so that gives it like a smaller nose look. My nose is very thin front on, so I don't contour my nose. Oh my god, I have recently bought this and I am absolutely in love. It is the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer Blush in the shade Promenade. Literally, I love blushes and products that are just liquid in nature and not powdery, so I'm literally just putting it on my index finger and dabbing it. And I'm just using my finger. And I go on the apples of my cheeks, and then if I need to blend it across, because I'm kind of a fan of putting it on the frontal cheek as well, and then making sure that the tint doesn't touch the line that I've just contoured, but at the same time it will blend together. I love this shade and I love this product. I just love liquid versions of things in general because I like the dewy look more than anything else. But at the same time, some things really just work in like a dry version, you know what I mean? Like this highlighter that I'm going to be putting on does not compare to anything that I've tried that's liquid version, you know what I mean? And then I put some on my nose because who doesn't these days, and it just looks cute, so I'm just blending it. Then I am using the Laura Mercier highlighter. It is Highlight 01, the lightest possible shade, I believe. Stunning, obsessed. And I am using the 87 brush by Sephora, the Pro Highlight. Absolutely beautiful for highlighting. And I'm just gonna lightly put this on the top apples of my cheeks. I don't want to like go too crazy with it, so I'm just gonna blend it out. I'm not gonna put any more in or layer because I just want it to look natural. This is really powerful. I love it. Wow. And then I'm gonna put a little bit on, like a little bit on my nose, you know? And here, just like a little bit. Amazing. So I'm gonna do my brows next, and I use the Sleek Medium Brow Kit. I have been using this since 2014. I'm actually not joking. It's $20. It lasts me like 2 years. If I didn't have this product, I'm actually scared because I wouldn't know how to do my brows, because every time I get Anastasia Beverly Hills, anytime I get Benefit, my brows just come out looking crazy. Like, I can only do my brows with this. The application is really easy. The pomade is absolutely beautiful. So I don't touch this. I don't touch the actual powder. I touch the dip pomade bit with this brush. It is so precise, so nice, and I'm not going to do this on camera. I'm going to come back and I will show you the finished results. So these are my eyebrows done with Sleek makeup, but I'm not finished yet. I'm going to go in with the Refi Clear Gel Eyebrow applicator. I don't really know what it's called, but it is literally the best application for brows. This is literally so good. It's like glue and it lasts all day on my brows. I love it. So I'm just gonna brush up, and the first bits of my eyebrows I want to go completely up like this, but then everything else, so it doesn't look crazy, goes diagonally just to the natural shape of my brows, but obviously just brushed up more. And I'm sort of brushing them down a little bit because I don't like the crazy brow look. I just want it like a little bit lifted. And I'm gonna level it like this. So this is the difference, and I love it. And I kind of go against my brows just so they can completely stand up. I'm gonna do the same for this. And I also cut my eyebrows like very short just so I can get that look. You raise me up. So I'm gonna raise them up, and then again I'm just going to brush them diagonally down so they naturally go up the way that they grow. And voila! I feel like my face has lifted. Okay, for my eyes, I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette, and I, number one, use the Sephora. There's no names on this, but it looks like this. And then this one after. But I'm gonna show you. Okay, so I use Warm Taupe first. So this one, I literally just want to go and apply it all over. I am going around the entire eye like this, all over my lid and like halfway up my lid. So basically, if you have an eye shape here, right, you want to put it a little bit above so it looks like more of your eye is like above where it actually is. So we're giving that illusion of bigger eyes. So we're evenly distributing that all over. We don't want to go too high up, just like a little bit to give that like natural look that, oh, this is where my eye ends and I have huge eyes. So it kind of blends your hood and kind of lifts it. So doing the other side. So after I make sure all of that is blended, I'm using my other brush with a darker color so I can accentuate the hoods of my eyes. I don't want to go too dark, so I'm not using Cypress Umber, I'm using Raw Sienna. So I'm going in with this, love this shade. And then I'm putting it right above my eyelid and I'm making a half moon shape like this. Just so I'm accentuating where my eyeball ends. I'm basically touching my eyeball and I'm accentuating it so there's a deeper sort of look in my eyes. And I blend it. And I blend it. Trust the process, guys. I'm going in one more time so there's more of like an accentuation, because right now it looks like it's just all blended together. I'm doing the same thing on this eye. I actually am gonna go in with the Cypress Umber and lightly tapping it in because I want more definition, you know, it just wasn't giving what I wanted it to give. Okay, so a little bit here. So then I'm gonna go back in with this brush, and I'm literally going to use tempera to just blend everything in so it doesn't look so defined. So I'm using the white under my brows, and then I'm just blending the mess that has been made. I want this to be white because I don't want it to be too obvious. Blendy, blendy, blendy. And then I'm actually going to use the Laura Mercier highlighter and put more here, like a little bit. I'm going to use this brush for my under eyes, but I'm also going to be using it for the corner of my eyes as well to highlight, because this is more precise. And then I'm going to use raw sienna with this brush, and I'm going to go on all of my under eyes to define them. I'm going to go all the way from the inner section of my eyes to the outer. I want to make sure that it goes as close to my eyelids, and I don't want it to droop down. And then I'm using this to take it out a little bit to extend the length of my eye. And I'm going to do the same for my other eye. Voila. I love me some black coffee. So good. Okay, so I'm actually going to be using the Makeup Forever Aqua Resist Color Ink in the shade Matte Wood. So this is brown, and I'm going to use the thinnest layer for my upper eyes. I don't want to go too thick, but I'm praying to the eyeliner gods that this is going to work, because who knows with liquid eyeliner sometimes, am I right? And I really started liking brown instead of black because, well, it's more natural, and the natural for me right now, the better. I'm back. So then I go in with Maybelline Lash Sensational. Now when it comes to mascaras, I have tried Better Than Sex Lash Mascara, anything from Sephora, you know, high-end makeup products, and drugstore products. But when it comes to mascara, I really don't think you should be spending too much money on it, because at the end of the day, mascara is just mascara, and I feel like it still gives off that clumpy look if you do apply a lot. So no matter if you're spending like however much is for Better Than Sex mascara, like $35 or whatever, or $10 for Maybelline, to be honest, literally, I have mostly been using Maybelline for lashes my entire life, and this has been like my favorite. Like, any Maybelline mascara has really done the job for me, as opposed to different ones. I mean, don't get me wrong, Better Than Sex is really good, but it's literally the same as Maybelline in my books. So the key is to literally just apply once. Like, I would rather have small eyelashes than big clumpy ones. So I have dipped it once and that's it, and I am very lightly going in. Also guys, your forehead is more important than your lashes for the day, so do not be raising your eyebrows one bit. We don't want creases on our forehead, so it's better to do this than I'm not even gonna do it. No. How do you think I look like this without any Botox? I'm not doing my bottom lids because I just feel like it looks more clumpy, and I just don't do bottom lashes anymore. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to be doing my lips. I'm thinking Spice as my lip liner. I love MAC Spice. I use this for everything. Like, this is my tried and true lip liner. And then I'm using the Lawless Forget the Filler Lip Plumping Gloss, and this is just sheer, it's clear gloss, and it plumps your lips. I'm not trying to overline my lips. Always make sure this is sharpened because it gives you more precision and it just has a better look overall. So I'm following the natural line of my lips, but I'm going over twice so it's darker around the edges. And then I just use the edges to fill it slightly, but most of the work is going to be done with the clear lip gloss, because it just evens everything out. I love everything Lawless, like Lawless lip glosses are so fire. I can't feel anything. Lip plumpers literally kill my lips and then it chaps my lips. These, I'm not gonna lie, chap my lips a tiny little bit, but I don't feel anything, and I just love lip plumpers, so it's worth it. And then I'm gonna use the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray, which, to be honest, I have not found to do that much, like, in my opinion. But let's just do it. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. I love it. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm obsessed. Alright guys, I'm gonna go. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.